Hi
Is it,
there.
is it that time?
Safety Sue.
Hi there, guys.
It's a little
I
bit
want
early
to-
for
Sue.
Sue, but
It's a
hey,
little early, but let's get it on.
I want to welcome a brand new member. I saw him come on. His name is Kevin, and he's from the UK. So
All
welcome.
right.
Welcome, Kevin.
yeah, he's
Kevin
first time here.
Yes, first time. So I think we're going to talk about wood toxicity. And if you go into, all you have to do is put wood toxicity in Google, and here comes a good word. You're going to get a plethora of wood toxicity charts. I mean, there's all kinds of them. First, I got a small chart and I sent it to Dave Rhodes because I thought it was small, it'd be good for our site. But when I printed it out, sorry guys, that's too small for me to read. Not with the way my eyes are. So I went to a different chart and I'll put the link in the chat. They've got a lot, it's 11 pages, you guys. First of all wood can cause dermatitis. It can cause, well, like skin rashes and stuff, guys. It can cause you to sneeze. It can cause respiratory problems in the long run.
It can
But-
irritate your asthma.
Exactly. So, but in the long run, it can have very much more effects. On this one site, and I sent it to Dave on email. I'll put the link in the thing for the site. And also the AAW has wood toxicity, and you don't have to be a member to get it. You name the wood and it's on here. But I want to go over some of the ones that kind of surprised me, especially the ones that deal with your eyes, asthma, nose and throat irritant, rhinitis, respiratory infections, asthma. And now here's one that I've never really heard of. I mean, I've seen it in some of the places that sell wood. Aphromosia, dust and wood splinters, that's the source. It affects the nervous system. Splinters can go septic. It's a rare occurrence, but that can be there. Okay. Alligator juniper. I don't know what that is, but we have a lot of juniper around here. We have a lot of gators around here, so who knows? But that's considered, that's a dermatitis, respiratory, and it's toxic. Almond tree, respiratory and indigestion of all things. And it's got cyanide poisoning in it. And
So do almond seeds
yeah,
or almonds.
yes.
Or apple seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't say anything about apple seeds, but apricot kernel or dust is indigestion. Seed kernel, extremely toxic, contains a cyogenic glycosides, whatever they are. Arborvitae is respiratory and it's rare, but it's still there, guys. Ash is dermatitis, rhinitis, respiratory, headaches, and vomiting. It can give you reduced lung function and asthma. But they have a few things here that highlighted in red. Chechen, by the way, it's rare, but it's very toxic. Okay. American cherry is wheezing and giddiness. You start laughing around it, you know what's happening. Black cherry is asthma and giddiness, and Brazilian cherry is dermatitis, nose and throat irritant.
I thought turning cherry was just the joy of turning. Now I know the giddiness is
Now you
artificial.
know, man.
I thought it was because it smelled so good.
Yeah, really. China
Yeah,
berry.
and I'm a cherry fan too. So it's like some of you turn wet choke cherry and it smells like cherry soda or something.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'll let you.
The China berry, which we have a lot in Florida, and I don't know in the southern states. It's a Brazilian China berry, and it can cause dermatitis, respiratory, and headaches. We're trying to outlaw it here in Florida. Fir, Douglas fir, and a lot of the pines are fir trees. Rare occurrence, but it can cause nasopharyngeal cancer. Also nasal cancer, eyes and throat irritation, bronchial effects, dermatitis and rhinitis. So, a lot of people are allergic to pine or any of the fir family. So also the splinters from Douglas fir can go septic. And I'm just throwing stuff at you. Someone just said that they had a lot of, what was it? You give me the thing and I'll look it up.
Box elder. I got a lot of that.
Well, hang on. Let me go back to that. Well, it just says, doesn't say box elder on here.
Some
It
people
might be
react to
under
walnut.
Oh, I
Manitoba
have-
maple or soft
Oh,
maple.
oh, this is an alphabetical order, guys.
It's also known as Manitoba maple.
Yes, yes. And maple, by the way, which is interesting, that's catalogs. I was surprised. Maple, all forms except Queensland. From the dust, it can cause dermatitis, rhinitis, and asthma. And that's a common occurrence, but it also can be highly toxic. So we need to be careful of that one. McCory, I've worked with it in woodworking. I haven't got burn yet, but it can cause nose, throat, nosebleeds, nausea, headaches, giddiness, and dermatitis. It's a rare occurrence, but it's toxic, can affect the blood and central nervous system.
What kind of wood is that?
McCory, MAKORE. Here's the first one in red. Now, any of the southern states, you've got mangroves. The milky mangrove, if you've got freshly cut mangrove, you're going to see the sap. That sap is highly toxic. Irritation and or temporary blindness, headache, burning of the throat, and blistering of the skin. Mimosa. Well, if you got some green mimosa, you're going to take off the leaves and the bark. It's a direct toxin. It's common for respiratory, nausea, malaise, and pneumonia.
And I'm terribly allergic to mimosa.
Yes, a lot of people are. Myrtle, all forms. It get, well, like any other wood. It's respiratory mucous membrane. Oh, I know, it was willow everybody was talking about. Yeah, we'll get there in a second. Oleander. We have oleander all over here. And it's a direct toxin, whether it's the dust, the wood, the leaves, or the bark, you don't want to touch it. It causes nausea, cardiac malaise, cancer, and death. So just stay away from oleander.
What's it say about Coca-Cola?
Oh, well, let me go back.
It says, send it all to me, Dane.
Yeah, right? Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
you don't
'Cause
want
it doesn't
that
bother me either.
Let's see.
The toxic rosewood.
Yeah, they're
Coca-Cola, dust and wood, dermatitis, eyes, and respiratory is common. Okay?
they're
Yeah,
I've been
no
told there are
worse-
two
no
types of
worse than a
turners.
conifer.
Yeah.
No worse than a conifer. Cook your
It-
fish
it-
on
it
it,
hurt-
folks.
It hurts your wallet too when you have to pay for it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I've been told there's two kinds of turners, those that are allergic to cocobolo and those that will be.
Yes, exactly.
That's
We need to stop
I
this.
know,
I don't have much time, so it doesn't matter.
I know that Cocobolo wildly irritates my skin. I get it on my arms or something, and I've got to wash off and I've got a rash for 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Just the dust. Yep.
Well, you better send it to me then, Matt.
Well, Sue, you keep everybody's got to sell all their lathes and tools because it's too dangerous to turn all the wood that we like.
Well,
Yeah, I just put the respirator on. And
wear your respiratory
Hey,
stuff.
Sue,
Wear an
Sue,
eye
just
what
put
is
the
it?
respirator on and wear long
Sue,
sleeve
what
shirts
does
and
it, what
have
does
at
it
it.
say about outer?
About which one?
Outer.
Alder? Alder is
Yeah.
not the guys. Alder, dust and smoke. So don't burn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Alder
But that's
dust.
what that's what they sell in the store for you to cook your fish on.
Yeah, I know it. Respiratory ingestion, skin, common occurrence. Okay,
There you go.
there's one here that I thought was pretty uh, funny, was sneezewood. I've never heard of that. And it causes sneeze. So I thought that was
Go
pretty.
figure.
Sassafras. Dust, wood, leaves, bark, and sap. Direct toxin, nasopharyngitis, whatever it is, cancer, respiratory nausea, malaise, and dermatitis.
Wow, I made.
I wanted
teeth
to
from
go for
years.
rosewood, all forms. Is dermatitis, asthma, eyes, and respiratory.
Mhm.
Willow. Where's willow? Willow. Willow, wood, leaves, wood, dust, leaves, bark can cause nausea, malaise, and respiratory symptoms. In rare occurrences, the allergic reaction is similar to aspirin. Yew. We don't have yew over here, but they have it in the UK. Dust, wood, sap, and leaves. Headaches, nausea, fainting, intestinal irritation, visual disturbance, lung congestion, reduced blood pressure, and death. Common occurrence, direct toxin, nasal pharyngeal cancer, and it's extremely toxic. So basically, I'm not trying to scare off anybody from turning. What I'm saying is that let's take the proper safety precautions. I will put the link to this on the web, but we need to make sure that we are covered. This a hobby that we all love. So, guys, let's keep ourselves safe. Put on, long sleeves if you need to. Especially if you're allergic to something, make sure that you have a face mask on. Your head protection is on. Your eye protection is on. Some people I know need to wear fingerless gloves, but basically all woods can hurt some people. And so I'm asking everybody to be safe this week. Try to know what wood that you're turning. If it's fog wood, be extra careful. And have a great week turning. So be safe, guys.
Thank you, Sue.
Outstanding.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Sue.
Sue.
Very good. I got a little bit to add if I could have just a minute.
Well,
Who's
yeah,
Go ahead,
Find me.
Terry. Yeah,
See
I'll
if you
get you.
can find me.
I'll
there
get
you are.
What we just was brought up was very important to everybody, and everybody knows I've been having some respiratory problems. I think maybe it was from pine, but anyway, this is an investment that I just made. And I haven't actually used it yet. It looks like it's going to work out quite well. It's positive pressure ventilated filter, and it looks like it's going to do pretty. I wasn't real happy with the directions. It took me a half an hour to figure out how to turn it on. Then I did that by accident after I read the directions 5 times. I couldn't find it. But anyway, we'll see how this works out. It's not too uncomfortable, but I haven't done a lot of work with it. But I've been using different respirators and everything else since. But one thing I wanted to show, a little tip or a trick. This is a face shield that I bought years ago. And you can see it's kind of rough. It had a lot of glue and scrapes and scratches and beat up, but I really liked it. And I like the shape of it. It's real high impact plastic. And it actually took a piece of plastic that rang my bell and bounced it off the wall. So I was pretty happy to have it on, but that's not why I'm showing it to you. I'm showing it to you because the shape that it's in, I looked today to buy a new shield for it. They want $50 for it. So I said, no, that ain't gonna happen. So anyway, I got thinking of our friend Mark Saleh, who happened to join us tonight. And this is one exactly like it that the club threw away. And out of the 2, I picked the worst one, which was this one, and took it to the buffer with some Varnex on it. And it came out almost like new. It's amazing. So then after I got done with, I said, well, let me try a headlight. And it came out the same way. So any of you are thinking, There's things that you might not want to throw away. There's other ways to go about it. And that's all I wanted to show this week. And I didn't do much turning. I'm getting ready for a little demo we're going to do. So we'll see you next week.